Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a Sunday sermon. Connie and I would like to wish all of you a Merry Christmas. We hope that you are spending this wonderful season and helping yourself to understand better the miracle of God. So, our Father is asked to speak to us this morning, and He is here. We've been talking to Him. So, let us begin with His message. Good morning, everyone. Yes, as I watch, I appreciate all of you that are taking time to celebrate the anniversary of my birth. It's been many years since I walked the earth, and it's been many years that many of you good people have served me. When you serve me, you serve yourself. That's a basic fact. Service to God is something that everyone can do. Now, I know when you think of service to God, you think about a minister spending his entire life speaking the words that I supposedly spoke when I walked the earth and helping others. But each of you can do it every day of your life. Living a good life is service to me. Not doing anything to anyone that you would not want done to yourself is service to me. Helping others, volunteering, it's all part of the service. So you see, you don't have to dedicate your life to me. I want you to be happy. I want you to be with your family, find joy. I want you to do all of the things that will make you happy, and making you the happiest is serving me. Many of you have not understood true happiness. Many of you have. I'm very proud of those of you that listen to all my words, follow them, help others, go out of your way to do things that you know will serve. I am so proud of all of you. There are those of you that have many problems, yet you still serve me. You don't let your personal problems interfere with your love of me, and that is what you were sent back to do, and it so pleases me. There are many of you, there are many of you that have so many problems today. Today, your governments have taken advantage of many of you. Many people have made incredible wealth and not used it to help others. It is the best of times, and it is also the worst of times. I borrowed that line, by the way, and I thought it was a very good one because it is very applicable to what is taking place in your world. Many of you are wonderful people and are doing exactly what I want you to do. But there are so many out there that will not even mention my name. There are places that if you mention my name, you'll be shunned, you'll be thrown out, you'll be ignored, you'll be made fun of. Sounds like what it was during my life, doesn't it? But you see, when I walked the earth, no one had done it before. No one had showed the people the way. Many people worshiped idols, false gods. Many people never heard of God, or they certainly never heard of me. Throughout my early life, no one knew who I was. I lived a normal life, and that is why no one recorded data concerning it. But when my time came to serve God, to do what I came to do, I did it with all my heart and soul, and I knew the consequences. I knew that the Jewish priests were going to resent what I was doing because they were very powerful. They had found their place of power. Excuse me. They had found their place of power. They worked with the Romans, and the Romans did basically what they asked them to do. So I knew that there would be problems. I was very careful never to attack the government of Rome, the power of Rome. I didn't always approve of it, of course, but I knew that if I was going to succeed, I had to pick the time and choosing and place of my death. I took 3 years of what I needed to do. I had incredible followers. My disciples were wonderful people. In many instances, they followed me with their families, with their children. They listened to what I had to say. The simplicity of it was very easy to remember, actually. But they listened closely. And when I was no longer available to speak, they spoke the words that I spoke. They taught what I taught. They taught the simplicity of life, the simplicity of helping others. The fact that if you did a good thing, lived a good life, you would join me in heaven. You will come to heaven and you will be judged for your lives. You see, they never truly understood that I was God. They truly never understood the true powers that I was capable of. I was always very careful when I did a miracle to do believable things. No one would believe that I could create planets, so I did not waste my time trying to convince my followers that I was capable of that. The season of celebration of my birth is very important. Should be a time of contemplation. It should be a time that you think deeply about your relationship with me, with God. It is a time that you think of all the mistakes that you made in the past, and you all made mistakes. You see, not even I was perfect. God is perfect. But when I assumed a human form, I assumed the frailties as well as the strength of humans. So I made mistakes and I admit it. You must admit to yourself that you make mistakes. You must understand why you did it. In most instances, you do it when you're young and you can blame the foolishness on youth. But as you grow older, there are fewer and fewer excuses for making mistakes. You have access to my words. You have access to the truth of what I want you to do. You have access to the understandings of what it takes to be a good person. Many people ignore that. Many people will never find the path of to faith and understanding of what I want of you. Christmas Christmas should be a wonderful time, but for many it is a terrible time, a time of loneliness. Perhaps you've lost a loved one. Perhaps a husband has lost a wife or a wife or husband during this period, during this year, and this is the first time that they face this so-called celebration. For them, it's very difficult to celebrate because grief is overwhelming. Grief is the most difficult of the human traits. I knew it myself when I walked the earth. I lost a daughter. I needed to know what the grief was like, and I found out, and it was terrible. Grief, the only cure for it, and there's no real cure, but it weakens through time. As you grow older, you lose your memories. And the grief, the true hardness of grief, fades with the loss of memories. But the love is always there. The love is always in your heart, and there it will remain. You see, human emotions, human emotions are very difficult to control. Human emotions can overcome just the same as greed and hatred can overcome. I want each of you to decide through this period of time where you celebrate my birth how you want to proceed for the rest of your life. I want you to decide whether you want to have faith, whether you want to live a good life, or whether you want to continue to make mistakes. Perhaps you're addicted to drugs. Perhaps you're addicted to money. There are many things to which you can be addicted. If you're addicted to God, then that's a good thing. But many people will not even think of me. From over here, we try to influence everyone that walks the earth, all the humans. We create animals to bring you pleasure and joy. We created forests, mountains, rivers, oceans, all the wonderful things to bring you joy and happiness, and to help feed you, and to help you live and be healthy. Many humans abuse all of the wonders of nature that we've given them. Many people do many things to make more money. It's all they care about. I want you to care about God. That's the most important thing in your life. Why don't you care about it? People walk away from God because they think that life is to be lived in a hedonistic manner, that you can do whatever you want in your life, abuse others, show anger, hurt people. But you see, that is not the way of things. That is not what will lead you to true happiness in life and true happiness after your time of passing and you come to heaven. This time of the year, this is the time where winter ends and summer will begin. The days lengthen and there is more light. That is how I want you to think of your life, that your days lengthen and the light of God comes into you as the days lengthen into summer. But the days of summer will shorten into winter. And when your life shortens into the winter of your life, I want you to know all there is to know about me. In many instances, the time of learning is over, and how you live your life is how you become judged when you come to heaven. Christmas is a magnificent time for you to try to understand all of these concepts. The ancients never truly understood everything. They didn't have the abilities. Do you realize how few people in reality I actually spoke to in life? You could number them probably in tens of thousands, the most. Today, there's billions of people that follow my words, even though I spoke to so few. It is not what is important that you speak to millions. What is important is that you affect others. If you affect one person and change their lives for the better and put them on the path to me, you have truly served me. Many people try to serve to reach many people, and that is a great thing. But it is the people that truly listen, the people that truly follow the words, the people that truly understand my messages. It is very difficult. When I walked the earth, they spit upon me, they threw rocks, they swore at me, and eventually they put me to death on the cross. So you can see I didn't have great success all the time. If I'd had great success, they wouldn't have done those things. But human nature doesn't change. People always think they know more than the other person. The person that knows me knows the greatest knowledge in the world. That is why I want you to think about me and contemplate. Contemplate how you want to live the rest of your life. In several days, it will be what you call December 25th, and that is the day that you've designated as my birth. Whether it truly is a date of my birth or not is insignificant. It's nothing. What is important is how you treat that holiday towards your own inner being. You must contemplate for yourself. No one can do it for you. You must decide to follow me. No one can do it for you either. You must decide how you want to live each day of your life from this moment on, and no one can do that for you. But I can try to influence you by giving you the information you need to be what I want you and what you should be. If everyone followed my words, there would be no wars. Everyone would be happy. Everyone would be kind to others. At least do it on my birthday. If you don't do it for the rest of the year, at least you'll know joy for one day. I want you to know joy every day. But sadly, many will follow the road to greed and to money and wealth and not pay any attention to me. There are those of you that go to church one day a year, and that is on my birthday. Why bother? You don't have to go to church to follow me. You're not going to listen to the words they speak. Many of you are going to ignore the words of the minister on that day, but you think it's what you should do, and you think it'll put you on my good side. Every day should be Christmas to you because of all the blessings that I give you. I give you these blessings every day of your life. You give presents on Christmas. I give presents every day. Every day is a miracle to you because you are given the gift of life. You're given the gift of opportunity, and you are given the gift to know me. If you choose not to know me, then you are departing from the way to happiness. It all comes together, all the good things and all the bad, and it will all come together on your day of passing. That is when you will truly understand what you did good and what you did bad, and hopefully the good outweighs the bad. Each day of your life, you build karmas for your future lives. You want to build good karma. When you give to others, you help others. When you give yourself, you help yourself. Give yourself each day to others. Give yourself to me. Open your heart. Let that ray of energy that you have from me in your heart spread throughout your body, and let that be your guide so that you know, so that you truly know that when you die, you will be able to fulfill the greatest elements of the wonderful dimension called heaven. I love to watch humans at Christmas. I love to see all the decorations. I love to see the people that go to church and truly listen to the messages and are affected by what they hear. I am so thankful. Yes, I am thankful as well. I am so thankful that people still truly try to follow me, try to understand my teachings, and try to understand what I want of them to make themselves wonderful people. Go out of your way to help someone, especially if some of those individuals that are hurting at Christmas. Many older people are in institutions. Many people are very sad this time of year and lonely. Do what you can to help them. I want you to do what you can to help them every day, but especially on this day that can be terrible. It can be great or it can be terrible. On this day that can be a day of pure sadness. You see, all of those seniors, they've lost so many people. Do what you can, do what you must, but help others. Make the celebration of my birthday special this year. Make it so special that you remember it forever. So I'll have another message for you Wednesday morning. I come to you each Wednesday with a message from Jesus, and it will be on my birthday. So you can rest assured we will talk about it. Help others, show love, be kind, do what I want you to do, and you will find happiness. Goodbye. I'll speak with you again Wednesday morning. Hopefully you'll listen to my message, and hopefully you'll have a very Merry Christmas. I bless all of you that listen. Goodbye. Okay, everybody. We'll be back Wednesday morning with a weekly message. I think he has something special for you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being all that you are. And especially thank you for loving God. Goodbye.